What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get the deal in the description if you haven't already. Plenty of free crypto and goodies down there. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and the bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and this is probably because you haven't hit the bell icon. Thank you again for all your support. The algorithm is slamming a lot of content creators right now, so we really appreciate all your support. And we're so proud of the amazing community that we built, so make sure to jump into the Telegram and the free Discord. So we're just taking a little look at Vechain here, and as we can see, it does look as though it is trading very technically right now indeed. Obviously, we've had a bit of a rollover for Bitcoin over the past day or so, which has seen, a lot of the larger altcoins definitely suffering, including Vechain, Polygon, a few of the ones that we look at regularly. You can see here we've had this massive daily red candle here, and we have come down and pretty much bang on the money, touched the 55 EMA here and got the bounce. Obviously, we're back up above the 20 EMA as well. And you can see basically how technically we have been trading here. We did say there would be a large amount of resistance at the 618, coming in at around that 14.8 cent level. You can see we pretty much touched that perfectly. And then we did start to roll over, didn't we? Because, we've seen Bitcoin rolling over and it is dragging the market down with it for the most part here. Obviously, a lot of altcoins have been doing well, but if Bitcoin does roll over significantly, then obviously a lot of cryptocurrencies are going to follow suit. And you can see here quite clearly, we come up, we touch the 618, and then we do start to retrace, regress. And then with obviously with Bitcoin rolling over as well, we have come down and retested that 050 level here. If we take a look at the hourly time frame, you can see what's happened in more detail. You can see how well these levels have been respected as well. This big Fibonacci pull that we pulled from high to low, from that 28 cent all-time high down to those 5 cent lows that we saw for Vechain. You can see these levels have been respected very, very nicely. But we're making our way up. We were making our way up. You can see here we cleared the 050 for the first time properly, making our way up. We perfectly touched the 618 here with some bearish divergences as well, by the way. You can see here there's a clear bearish divergence here, and wow, this is a massive rollover, isn't it? We roll all the way back down and we touch the 050 as support. We come down, we get down to these levels here, obviously getting very overextended here on the hourly time frame. We haven't been this oversold. Let's just take a look at the last time we were this oversold. We haven't been this oversold since we were down in this 8 and 9 cent level, so quite clear that we're getting pretty ridiculously overextended to the downside right now. You can see Vechain currently just chopping it up, forming some kind of potential pennant like this, where we could potentially see a bit more of a continuation if that's the case. But overall, just looking very overextended to the downside, having a bit of a correction, which is perfectly natural when you're in a nice uptrend like this. And we've come down and we've retested all these levels here in and around this area of this previous swing high area, which is nice to see, maybe for getting that continuation. But overall, we'd say Vechain still underperforming compared to what a lot of people expected, including ourselves. But overall, we really do think this is a great crypto, and in the longer term it is probably going to justify much more the actual fundamental utility of the token. Not to mention some of these gains that we did see, as we keep mentioning, if basically from in the space of 6 weeks, from the end of February, we've got March to mid-April here. So in 6 weeks we went from 3.5 cents to 28 cents. So it's pretty clear this is a crypto that can move when it wants to move, but for now it looks as though it is just continuing to underperform. Right now we're having a bit of a rollover and back test of support, which is totally fine. But we do want to see Vechain coming up, making that higher high, higher low, and now we want to see that higher high again like this, so we can see that continuation through our levels and getting back up to the middle of this big macro channel that we've been trading in. Because you can see this macro channel here still being respected, and potentially we are coiling up, as we said, that big move like this. If this is a big pennant on a macro time scale, coiling up potentially for a huge move to the upside. So if we do start to break out here and move to the upside, we could be looking at a very nice price targets for Vechain pretty soon. Getting back up at least to the middle of this channel would take us back up to the all-time high, and then obviously we are looking for some of those higher targets, that 50 cent to $1 area we've been talking about ad nauseum really. We do think it's very likely and possible that Vechain can get to these levels, especially considering its past performance, and just look how much this thing has ran in the bull market. I mean, being literally a tenth of a cent all the way up to 28 cents is a massive gain. So you can imagine this coiling motion right now is getting us quite excited that we could potentially be looking at you know, something like this, with the top as well like this. And if we just take a look at what we've drawn in there, you can see our top formed up like this. If we are potentially coiling up, and then we did start to see the breakout here, we come up to the 618, we're rolling over, and we could potentially be back testing our hard pennant here. This whole pennant, basically, you can see we've actually wicked back above the previous resistance as support. And if that's the case, and we can hold this as support and see continuation, I mean, we could be looking at 30-40 cent for Vechain. If this, you know, you could argue that this is your flag here, and then if you just do something like this, you can see obviously some massive price targets potentially if we do start to see ourselves moving up like that with any aplomb. I mean, we're coming up potentially up above $2 there, which would be absolutely insane, but we do think realistically 50 cents to $1, very possible indeed. So keeping things short and sweet as always, then you can see here we've rolled over quite significantly on our hourly time frame here. If we do roll over again, we've got the 050 as support coming in at around 12 cents. Obviously, if we roll over even further than that, we've got 11.5 cents, that swing low as well, which we could come down, you know, basically get a nice bit of support on that overextension, and then continuation to the upside on the bounce. And then, as we've said before, if we do start to, you know, see ourselves recovering here, we've got the 618 to target at around 15 cents. And beyond that, we are heading up towards that 078 extension as well. If we look at the daily time frame, so I can get an idea of what we're actually looking at here. You can see the 078 on the daily time frame coming in at around that 20 cent-ish level. That's a big psychological target. We do want to see ourselves clearing this level here at around 16 cents, which has been a resistance for a long time here, which we've yet to break. And we do really want to see ourselves basically marching on from here and making another high. So overall, we do think Vechain, obviously great project, undervalued, underperforming, really waiting for that big pop. And I do think, you know, it's going to be coming sooner rather than later, judging from what we're seeing. So 50 cents to $1. Longer term price predictions, we definitely think that's possible, maybe even beyond $1 depending on the pump. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with 4 videos we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. There are 3 tiers giving you access to our private Discord. Crypto support is available if you just want to help us out a small amount. Crypto Maximalist is our main tier, which gives you access to detailed daily technical analysis and signals, weekly and monthly coin calls, and insights into our personal moves, while Maximalist Gold takes it a step further, giving you an insight into our personal portfolio tracker, super low cap gem research, and a 100x portfolio we're constructing and updating, and access to us personally as a resource to discuss your portfolio via Messenger. Make sure to check it out. You can also sign up to our free Telegram and public Discord via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalist.